Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The give from the gun. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Midshipmen! First score of the game goes up.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Falcons offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you the guy, using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Here comes the offense on second down. They're going back to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Falcons are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Punts it out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing, turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Let's go! Let's go! Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense has picked it up, playing with so much better emotion. Another sack. Great job. This team, they're on a run. Everything going in their direction. They got to get off the field on this possession.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
Brings him to the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Denson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The lone back's got it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off. When
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Give him 88 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Air Force! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's caught. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Navy will have to punt it away. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
With jet sweep pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He leaves it with his back. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the 2nd half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Turning it on! Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Huff. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
Sprinting away! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to get it himself. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer.
He's going for the goal line. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more...
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Navy quick to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The give on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the...
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0.